I'm back here in Kerbal Space Program. Since the last time I played, I deleted. Let me go ahead and go to Sandbox here. I deleted my install completely. Wow, gets quiet without the music. I deleted my install completely since that install had been there a while. I had downloaded a bunch of mods once upon a time, and I didn't want to accidentally use mod parts without realizing it, because I want to try to do this as much as I want to do the stuff, and also I didn't want to risk doing something and have it be incompatible with the newer version of the game. So anyways, I'm back here in Sandbox, and where last time my goal was to just get a guy into a stable orbit and get him home. Today my goal is to get a guy into Munar Orbit. So that's going to be a bit trickier, but I think we can pull this off. Okay, so we'll start with this. Let's go ahead. That there, and let's go ahead and put my parachute. Sort that out. Okay. It would probably also be a good idea to, we don't need science, but what we might want Okay, so that's our command module. We will want to give it some... Okay, now on this side of the decoupler, we're going to go ahead and put things like... Whoa, no, not that. Yeah. We'll also want to give it a battery. Just right. Actually, we'll give it a couple batteries. Give it some SAS fuel. Or RCS fuel. I mean. There we go. Oh, that's a little guy. Okay, and now we will give it, we don't need that much fuel on this stage. We'll give you, that's a huge one, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it is. That's a big one, too. Geez. Not quite seeing what I want. Ah. There. And we'll give it a little engine. Since if everything goes well, the only thing this is going to be for is deorbiting and getting home. Alright, so let's pull this up. Yeah, okay. So that's our final stage. Okay. Here. Oh, what's this? This is a super heavy booster. Wow, look at the size of this guy. That is a heavy booster. Okay. Let's go ahead. Not quite what I want. That'll do. Put an engine on this guy. We should be in orbit before we're using this guy, so that small engine should be enough to do it. Okay, now let's also add some RCS thrusters. Control. There we go. Snap. Okay, good. Now, you know what, actually, this would be a good spot for another one of those. Alright, now, we need more structural, we need another decoupler. Okay, or do I want to make it taller? Because it's pretty tall already. No, let's not make it any taller. Let's get rid of that. Let's go wide. No, actually, I changed my mind. I do want to make it taller because I want to use one of those big new liquid boosters that's in the game. And I'm afraid if I put them on the outside, that's going to be too much force for the decoupler, those radial decouplers to hold on to. So let's find what am I looking for again. Here we go. Alright, and we want to go this to this. Oh boy. I'm a little afraid I've made this guy a little too long. This might come back to bite me. Rapier engine. That's an interesting. Oh, anyways, I wanted this guy. Actually, a little more fuel. That guy. Okay. You know what? That might just be enough. We won't know until we try. Kind of want to... okay, let's do this. That's good. Three of these guys should be enough. No? problem. And if we... and also put one at the top here. Ooh, that's not ideal. Okay, this could go very badly. Well, you know what we need is we need some lights. Where are the lights at? Ah, here we go. Okay, that seems fun. Light. Yeah. Okay. This is the Munar Orbit Mark 1. All right. Save that. Let's see what happens when we try to launch. Okay. The good news is I'm not all super wobbly. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. Good. Cool. Alright, let's throttle up a bit. Alright, let's see what happens. Nice, smooth takeoff. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, so things, it appears, I don't think this is going to get me to the moon and back, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. I think maybe I'm going to have to strap a couple of boosters to this to help out with this initial push. But I mean, I can't complain, the rocket is steady. I mean, I'm barely at a 2/3 throttle here, and I'm definitely got good lift. All right, I can't complain about this launch so far. Now let's go ahead and start a. Whoa, okay, that's a little problematic. Once I give it any sort of I think the problem is I think all the control torque is coming from my top portion here. Maybe these thrusters aren't gimbaled. I'll have to look into that. And if that's the case, all the tweaking is coming at the top here. Oh shit, yeah, we need to complete this turn. Careful, careful. Alright. Okay, so that thruster... Okay, so that definitely got me into orbit, and that alone is going to get me up to 71 kilometers here. And then once I hit my what is that word? Apoapsis? APO. I know how to read the word, but I've never really looked into how that word is pronounced. Once I hit that there, I'll be able to get myself into a good orbit, and then I can try to plan how to get to the moon. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna have enough fuel to do it, but we'll find out. Go ahead and extend my solar panels, because why not? Alright, I'm going to control this from out here so we can see what my orbit is like. And we are very nearly there. Let's go ahead and throttle down. There we go. And throttle up. Good. Oh, I've only got the nuclear engine. That's right. I've got to really pop it. And these things are very fuel efficient, but they do not pack much of a punch. But once you're in orbit, especially since I'm not going too far, just to the moon, those nuclear engines should be enough to do the trick. And you know what? Since they are so fuel efficient, ooh, I should have started this burn earlier. This might be a problem. Oh no. I might not actually get into orbit. Oh well. If I fail to make orbit, I'll be able to get Jebediah here home, no problem. But you know what? I think we're gonna make it. It'll be a low orbit, that's for sure. But I think we'll make it. Almost there. Good. Okay, good. There we go. Once we get our periapsis to above 70,000, in fact, I can slow me down now. Gotta get it above 70,000.
Okay, so let's actually cut the engines for a second, because all I'm doing right now is raising my apotheosis. So let's get over here. Prograde. Let's turn you around. I could be using RCS, but the reaction wheel, since I don't need to be going too quick, it's more than enough for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit it. There we go. Let's get up to 75 to be safe. Okay. Now we gotta figure out how to get to the moon. Let's see. So if we added maneuver here. Oh, wrong way. Okay, hold on. No, that's not going to do it. If we add a maneuver here. Oh boy. Alright, so, whoa. Oh, okay. I can hit it if I... Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and I think what I need to do... I'm sure there is a good way to be doing this. I just don't know what it is. Okay. So I go around there. I can encounter the moon there. So the moon is coming. Okay. Let's see if let's go right at the periapsis. Oh. There we go. I mean, that's not perfect. I can do better. Let's try again. So, let's try starting a maneuver here. Oh. Okay. It's not ideal, but it'll work. Okay, so I hit the node in 13 minutes. Let's speed up the clock a bit. 4, 3, 2. Okay. We've got a minute to get ready to do this. So we gotta get to prograde. "59 seconds until I burn." And there's the moon there. Gonna be coming right at it. Okay. 48 seconds.
Okay, and I don't want to get exactly prograde, I guess. I guess I want to aim for that. No, that doesn't seem right. Okay. Don't screw this up. Got 20. $15 seconds. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it. So this is going to start extending out much quicker as my orbital speed increases. Still got a lot of fuel. That should be okay. Come on. I should have put a more powerful engine, but I don't know if a more powerful engine, if I would have had enough fuel to finish the job. I mean, my orbit is increasing, just not at the speed that I would have liked. I think I gotta aim for that. Alright, we'll get there. Come on. Still got tons of fuel. So long as I don't crash into the moon, I should be able to get Jebediah home. Okay, here we go. Going straight at them. Which is not necessarily always the way you get there. Okay, this burn should almost be over. Now it looks like I'm still a long ways off, but I've expended most of my expected thrust in order to complete the maneuver. Alright, almost there. That'll do. That'll do. periapsis to the moon is going to be 900,000 meters. Okay, so how can I improve? If I added a maneuver here to slow down. No. To speed up? Ah. Oh, but you know, that's too dangerous. I can shoot myself out of orbit and not be able to get back. No, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for the moon encounter. I'm gonna do it smart. Okay, so moon encounter happens in 1 day. Jebediah is doing well. Let's take a look inside the cockpit. What do we got here? Alright. Jebediah is doing quite well. Okay, and you know, he's got plenty of electricity. So that shouldn't be a problem. Alright. I didn't think we were going to make it. I mean, we're not there yet. But on my first attempt, looks like we are going to be able to get into a Munar orbit. Of course, landing on the moon is going to be something completely different. I've never done a successful landing that I wasn't using an autopilot for. So, and that's going to be my next challenge, is to land on the moon. But first, let's see if we can get into orbit here. Okay, so we've got 1 day. Just zoom right along here. The moon is all the way over there. It's going to catch up to me once I hit here. So when I hit its zone of influence, I'm still going to be way above it. Because I'm coming up on it in just 4 hours, and it's still way out there. Okay, let's slow things down a little bit here. There's Moon, there's Kerbal. Okay. We are 3 hours away from our encounter. Alright, nearly there. Okay, we are now within the moon's zone of influence. What I need to do is I need to slow way down, I think. There we go. That's a much lower periapsis. That I'm hitting that node in 8 minutes. Periapsis of 162 versus my current periapsis of 1,000,000 meters. That is much smaller. Of course, I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to have to hit the brakes again to actually get to orbit. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we are 8 minutes away from our next maneuver. Speed things up a bit. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So what we need to do is we're burning retrograde this time. Going much too fast. Ah, that's right, it works. We're already going here. Okay, good. That's good. That's good. Okay. We are 30 seconds away from our maneuver. 20. This is actually much more than I've done without autopilot before. So this, even though I've played a ton of this game, I've done very little of my own flying. So this is a little nerve-wracking. If it wasn't for, I remember earlier builds. Excuse me. Okay, time to burn. Here we go. Earlier builds didn't have this, you know, maneuver node feature in the game. I wouldn't be able to do nearly this good without that. Okay. Slowing it down. And I've still got a ton of fuel, so I should have no problem with it at all. Almost there. And 10. Okay, good. Now, the next thing to do is when I hit my periapsis here. Whoops, no. I'll go ahead and. I've got to do another retro burn. And that will put me. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay, so this maneuver is 2 hours away. There's Moon and there's Kerbal. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit. Okay, we're good. That maneuver's 2 hours away. So let's go ahead and skip forward a bit. 50, 100. Still not fast enough. 1,000. Here we go. Oh, 1 hour away. Okay, we're falling towards the moon pretty quickly here. It's still 42 minutes to go. Okay. Moon is coming up on us right quick. Oh, that's a nice sunrise over the moon. 24 minutes to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got 30 seconds. Cutting that a little bit close. Okay, so. Gonna turn us around. Because this is another retrograde burn. We're going much too fast to stay in the orbit of the moon. There's my target. Oh shit, I've got to be burning right now. Fuck. 2, 1. Let's hit it. It's not ideal. Mess that up a little bit. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm not off target too much. It's good enough for government work. There's the moon. I think they've changed it since I've seen it last. I don't remember this many craters before. Alright, look at that. first try. I mean, granted, I've got hours of experience building craft up before this. But first design, successful launch, and successfully got into Munar Orbit. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Of course, we haven't gotten home yet. But you know what? I want to just give him a couple orbits of the moon before I send him home. Good job, Jebediah. And I've got so much fuel left too. I probably could have made it all the way out to Minmus. All right, let's really speed things up. Whoa! Oh, it cut my acceleration down when I got close to the moon. Okay. So now what we gotta figure out. So we gotta get out of the... We gotta break Munar Orbit. So probably the best way to do that is to hit my Apiopsis here. Go ahead, hit that. Do a... Oh, that's... Okay, do that. Do prograde burn. Oh, that's retro. Prograde burn. That'll get me out of orbit. There we go. It'll get me out of orbit and decently low Kerbal orbit in the same go. Not bad. Okay. So that maneuver is in 31 minutes. Alright, Jebediah, get ready to go home. 31 minutes. $15. 10. Ooh, okay, cutting it a little close again. I've got 25 seconds. You know what, I'm going to turn my RCS thrusters on so we can get into position quicker. Okay, I don't need the thrusters anymore. I've got 9, 5, and hit it. We're increasing our speed. Until we bust out of the zone of influence here. Another minute of thrusting should do it. Still got plenty of fuel. So of course, the next thing to do is once we break out of orbit here and we hit our periapsis, the Kerbal periapsis, another 40 seconds of thrust, is we gotta seriously hit the brakes to lower our Kerbal orbit. About 30 seconds of this. Stay on target. There you go. There's a button that just cuts the engines, but I don't know what it is. Okay, we are done there. Now what we need to do, add maneuver. Oh, add maneuver. We are, whoop, wrong way. Okay, now that maneuver will give us a periapsis of 322. Nope. Okay. That'll get us 60,000. Okay, so I'm going to keep it there for now, because once I hit, once you get under 70,000, you start getting some wind resistance. So even if I blow all of my fuel making that maneuver, which I don't think I will, even if I do blow all of my fuel, Jebediah will still get home. Alright, so we are leaving the moon's influence. My next maneuver is in 3 days. So let's just say goodbye to the moon. And there we go. Now we're falling. Falling into Kerbal. Okay, we've got still got a day left. And we are falling fast. So let's see. My current orbital velocity is 300 meters a second and climbing. Let me see, I'm going to slow time down a second so I can get some information here. When I hit my periapsis... Oh, I don't get that information, damn it. Okay, so how long do I got? I got 4 hours into my maneuver. Oh wow, I had to go way outside. That really kicked me out there. Busting out of that orbit. I'm sure there was a more fuel efficient way I can do that. But it worked. I don't care what it was designed to do, I care what it can do. 1 hour. Let's go ahead and see. Kerbal's coming back in a bad way. Okay. Less than an hour to go. We are 1,700 kilometers above the surface, dropping fast. 15 minutes before my next maneuver. Oh jeez, I gotta stop cutting that so close. Okay, let's get RCS thrusters on, and let's find my mark. Because I'm supposed to be burning in 7 seconds. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I believe in you. Okay, we gotta burn. That was not ideal. I'm not giving myself enough time for these maneuvers. That is less than... Wow. It's taking a lot of burn. I've got to burn for 3 minutes in order to get myself slowed down enough. If I was really short on fuel, what I would be doing instead of burning here is I would have waited until I got back up to the apopsis. I gotta look at it. Yeah, because if I did my retrograde burn there, at the top, you're going at your slowest, so you're able to influence your orbit more drastically there. If you're trying to lower your orbit. I've had missions before where I came back so low on fuel that I had a very erratic orbit where I had to exhaust all my fuel at the apotheosis just to lower my periapsis, just to lower my... I had to do all my maneuvers at the high point just so I can get my low point just low enough so that I'd be generating wind resistance. And so then every time I came and skipped into orbit, I'd be slowing myself down a little bit more. And I'm sure there's any number of reasons that would not work for NASA, but it worked in Kerbal, and I got... oh, crap. Oh, shit. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know how I probably screwed myself because I didn't start at just the right time and I wasn't pointing just the right direction. But I did not give myself the orbit I intended. I'd be smashing right into the planet if I wasn't paying attention. So let's go ahead and skip ahead here. I got 15 minutes to the maneuver. Okay, a minute to my maneuver. Let's go ahead and get it ready. So now, even though I'm trying to get home, I've got to raise my orbit, or else I'll be smashing into the planet. And you really don't want to be coming in that hot. I'm not sure if they've changed the physics in the game, but if you're coming in that hot, you might, realistically, you would break apart. So let's see. Jebediah is close to home. Where it is? Alright. 15 seconds. I've done so far. Okay, so now my periapsis is just at 68,000. So I'm going to be skipping at the atmosphere a little bit here. What I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to wait until, let's say right here. And then I'm going to brake hard. Oh, wait. Crap. Okay. No, you know what? It should be fine. Let's get him home. Alright. So 34 minutes. And then I'm going to do my deorbit burn. Go ahead and skip ahead a bit. Okay. 20 minutes to go. We're falling rapidly. There it is. Three, two, one. Okay, let's go ahead and get into position. We are braking hard here. so we can deorbit. You know what, screw it. I'm just going to... Let's just do it. I don't need you. My velocity is just under 2,300 meters a second. I, of course, could ease off the throttle now. As slow as possible when I hit the atmosphere. Which won't be in too long. Velocity's just dropped to under 2,000 meters a second. Okay. We are in the upper atmosphere. Meters of drop. And I finally have almost exhausted this one. Surface speed is 1,500 meters a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and adjust myself a little bit here. And ditch that. Go. Get a little bit of safe distance there. 10,000 meters. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and push that. Alright, Jebediah, you've come this far. Let's hope that parachute holds up. Whew. Falling nearly straight down. Well, I guess not really at all, but it sure feels like it when you're coming in this fast. Alright. That's not going to deploy for a long time, but even that little bit of extra drag will slow it down a little bit. What do we got there? Alright. Now all we've got to do is float down to a safe landing. I don't think there's not much I can do to screw it up at this point other than tell them to hop out of the command module. But I don't plan on doing that. You know what? For the heck of it, I'm going to extend the solar panels. That way he can have the air conditioning on while he waits. Alright. Made it. Go ahead and bring it in. And there we are. Back in one piece. First attempt, got into orbit, got my man back home. I cannot complain about that.